Hi, so while I'm out here braving the wind, I thought I would show you a bit that might be of interest to some of you that you may not have seen that often, if at all. This is the Sam Marsh Pelham. Now, if you can see there's a very wide, flat mouthpiece. It's quite a bit of kit, isn't it? Quite a bit of kit indeed. Now, the theory behind these bits, a lot of our cobby horses, some of our larger breeds, let's say, though not only those, have very, very thick cheeks and lips here. And what happens when you activate the bit, and can happen with any bit actually, when they've got that kind of thick chubbiness here, they'll get lip roll, and the lips will either roll out or they'll roll in. If they roll in, they can potentially get bitten on these teeth here, the premolars here. If they roll out, it can lead to a drier mouth, which isn't necessarily what we want, albeit that we don't want a mouthful of slobber either. So this was designed to try and negate some of that lip roll. Now, if the horse has got a correct head carriage, this bit will be carried at this sort of angle. Now, it takes a gentle hand, possibly more gentle than most humans have got actually. And you activate it, you can have it on 2 reins, as you would like a Pelham, something like that. So it does exert a bit of pole pressure, but it was designed to stop and negate that lip roll. You don't see many horses in these. They are ridden sometimes by show people with show cobs and things like that because of the lip roll. And if it's handled very sensitively and the horse's head is in the right position, because head position is key. If you've got a bit problem with your horse, say for instance it's going above the bit. If it's going above the bit, any bit you've got in its mouth is going to cause a problem because it's no longer in the position to mechanically do what it was intended to do. So we always have a chicken and egg situation here. We've got to have a horse going forward comfortably into a bit and a contact. But if it can't do that, it doesn't matter what bit you put in, there is going to be a problem. So you need to get that horse encouraged and going forward first. And that's, I believe, where a lot of bitless can really come in useful. However, we have something like this for our thick-lipped friends. So I thought you might like to see that. It's quite big, as you see. It's probably, 2 inches across the mouthpiece here. So it's going to sit on the tongue very effectively. The horse is going to struggle to retract its tongue under this. It is, but it's not impossible at all. So again, that might help keep the mouth quite still for a period of time. But it would have to be handled with absolute finesse. Otherwise, you can imagine, if that horse was to go above the bit, for instance, and the rider activates the reins, that's going to be a very painful jab right there. And of course, it's going to crush that tongue as the head comes up out of position. If it's going down and over bent, you're going to get a lot more leverage on this, and you're going to press this into the tongue. So again, the head position is key, whatever we are planning on putting in the horse's mouth. So I thought I'd show you that one. I do have a range of quite interesting bits, which I'll show you over the course of time, but I just happen to have that one out today. Anyway, hope you enjoyed.